I will say it is much colder out in this little porch area for this countdown than it was for the Vlogtober one. Just saying. It's supposed to snow tomorrow, like starting at 7 in the morning, the weather says it's supposed to snow. And it's supposed to snow in my little corner of Michigan all the way till tomorrow night. So winter is upon us, but it's only 329 more days until Halloween. So this is a place that we found when we were taking one of our friends home one night. It's a little out in the country, but I guess they really kind of do it up more out in the country than they do in our town. They have a little more to work with, I suppose, out here. But yeah, they had it done up pretty nice, and they had like lights going up the flagpole, I guess, if that's a flagpole, and bushes around it or something. I'm not really sure, but it just looked really nice, and it was like a big space. So we've been wanting to stop and get this on film for a while. Well, film. That's because I'm back in the 80s. We've been wanting to get this videoed for you guys for a while, so I'm letting Damon do the camera work over here while I pull over. But yeah, I just thought this was really pretty.
Sorry about the bad camera work this time. They're actually quite far away from us.
Yeah, it's a big property that we're creeping on this time, so. But yeah, hopefully you guys like it. Hey, David.
It's not funny either.
But it is funny, I promise. What do you call a scary looking reindeer?
What?
A caribou.
I told you.
Oh, Abby knows what that laugh means. Huh.
That it wasn't funny.
No, she knows it means Advent calendar's time is coming. I saved the better one for last. What do you call an elf that can sing and dance? Elvis Presley. Look, Abby likes it.
Abby just wants a treat.
All right, hold on, I'll go get it. One moment. Okay, so Abby's advent calendar. She's already sniffling for it. We have opened up 5 of them. Abby, can you find day 6? Where's, oh, that's not day 6. You gonna let Dad find day 6?
She wants to open 25.
She wants to open all 25. Where is it? Is it there? Is it right there? Did you help Dad find that? Let Dad get it first. She's like, no. There's only one in that one?
Mm-hmm.
What is it?
It's
Another little...
reindeer poop.
Reindeer poop? Abby will love it. It's a chicken nugget looking thing. Let's say that. Abby's like, that's it? Just one today? Maybe that one's highly nutritious, Abby. Oh, don't lick the box. Did it fall down, I wonder? No. Just one. Sorry, kid, you're getting to the middle of the month. They had to cut the budget somewhere.
Oh, no.
She's like, go get another one. Sorry, buddy. You get another one tomorrow. She's like, are you serious? Am I being pranked right now? What? She's like, I'm even sitting. Come on. You get another one tomorrow. Oh, oh. It's okay. It's okay. You want to go look at some yarn instead? No. Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing? Today is day 6
of Vlogmas, which makes it December 6th, 2021. I always like, what year is it again? Like, don't remember that part. Barely remember the date though, so like, you got what you get. You get what you get with me, you know? Like, sometimes I remember the date, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I remember part of the date, but not the year. So it is still my Sunday, even though you guys are seeing this on Monday. And because, you know, I always do this the day in advance. It was my first day off of my 2, and I did not follow my plans today so far, which is like, my plans were just get like some basic housework done, which I did all I was going to do of that today. And then, I was going to just like relax and crochet and, write and watch some YouTube videos. And I did almost none of that. I did crochet. I am on almost the halfway point of how many, like I had 2 6-packs of those gold balls of thread that I showed you guys. I might have showed you at the end of Vlogtober, or I might have shown you on one of the videos in between now and then. I can't remember. But I had 2 packs of 6 that I had gotten a long time ago. And I'm on the 6th one. And which means I need to be, by the end of this one, I need to be halfway or more through my project. And I am afraid that I'm not quite going to make the halfway mark. I mean, I'm getting the project done quickly considering I basically didn't pick it up through November like I was supposed to because of my writing, the NaNoWriMo writing. But, so it's not like the speed that I'm worried about. I mean, it is the speed I'm worried about because ideally I want it to be done by now. But like, I'm making up good time. It's the fact that I don't think I have enough thread now. So I feel like I am going to be back at, I think we have decided that Michael's has a comparable as far as like shops I can go to and buy it instead of waiting to get it online and see if it's the same. So I may end up having to take like a end cutting of it and go to Michael's. I guess we'll see. Because I don't think I can alter it to make it just right. And if I get it from Michael's, I can put a border on it, which is what I was hoping to have enough of it left over to just put a border on it. Because I feel like 12 balls of that thread is a lot, but there's just not as much thread on each one as I thought there were. Like, yardage wise, I added it up for how much the project says I need, and I have more than enough. So I thought I would have more than enough to add a border, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't understand why. I'm pretty sure the hook I'm using is smaller than the hook that it wanted me to use. I don't know. Anyway, I mean, we all crochet differently, so anywho, this is why I make up my own patterns instead of following them. Like, when I do it with like YouTube tutorials, it tends to work out a lot better. But like, when I follow written ones, I never seem to have as much yarn as they want. I'm sure it's just a coincidence, but I don't know. Anyway, but anywho, so I did get crocheting done today a little bit because I ended up, I slept in a little bit like I said I was going to, but it's because I couldn't sleep again. And I ended up, my phone is going crazy. My friend Seth is messaging me, and I think it's probably gone off like 10 times in the last like minute or so. Sorry. Anyway, I'm glad I put my phone on silent. Anywho, God, there it goes again. Seth has a lot to say. Where was I? Oh, I didn't end up going to bed I went to bed earlier, but like I didn't fall asleep until like 8 or 8:30 in the morning. Like, I don't know what my deal is. I've never gone to sleep early because of working a late night job. Because like I've always been work a late night job and then stay up and have my day to my, at the end of the night kind of person, and then sleep into the mid-afternoon before I start my job. That's my schedule that I always like to keep. But like I've been staying up later and later and later and getting less and less sleep because I don't sleep later and later to make up for that. I need to just be able to go to sleep earlier still. Anyway, so I stayed up pretty late. I slept in a little bit. And I was reminded that today, for those of you that play Pokemon Go, there was an event. It wasn't a good event, like, in my opinion. It wasn't like you have to go out and do stuff. You could do it from home as long as you had enough items in your inventory, like Pokeballs and stuff. So I could have done it at home. Damon was asleep, and I had to run out anyway. So what I did was when I ran out, Damon and David were both asleep when I got up. So when I ran out, I didn't want to like go out, come back home, make noise when I came home. Because I mean, just coming home, make noise, coming through the door and stuff, at least a little bit. And David's a really light sleeper. So like, and Damon sleeps like right next to, like his room's like right next to the front door. It's like just off the front room. So like, I didn't want to wake anybody up. So, I was like, okay, I'll just stay out and go do the event out, and that way I can spin Pokestops. For all of you guys that don't play, you probably are like, what the heck is she talking about? But, for those of you that do, you know what I'm talking about. So I'll just go spin Pokestops to get like my Pokeballs back and my incense. Well, you don't get incense from Pokestops, but get like my potions back and stuff like that from having Pokemon in gyms. Sorry, I'll stop with the foreign language for those of you that don't play. Point is, I stayed out. So I didn't come home and do any of the other stuff that I said I was going to do. And then when Damon did message me that he was up, I was like, don't wake David up or anything, because David doesn't go shopping with us. So I was like, don't wake David up. Just, I'll come pick you up and we'll go get our shopping done. Because I already had the shopping list done for everybody. So we went to the stores. And because like Walmart, our shopping day ends up having to be on a Sunday now. Because nothing's 24 hours in our town anymore. So we went to Walmart, and it's like, it's almost like a gamble. Like sometimes it is fully stocked, but that's like maybe once a month. And then once a month, it is completely empty. And then the other couple of trips a month, it's, it's pretty decent, but like, I don't know. I'm sure it's like that all the time. It just depends on when their trucks come and all that, I'm sure. But like today was an empty day. So like we didn't get a lot of stuff we wanted or needed. But so we definitely had to go to Walmart or Myers, and like everywhere was packed. So I did not film anything. And I was in kind of a mood by then. Like not like a bad mood, and it wasn't like a bad day like it was the other day. But I don't know, I was just like there's people. I don't really want to film. I'm annoyed. I don't really want to film. You know what I mean? Like I was just in a mood, I guess. But and I hate, like, I'm not being fake when I'm on camera with you guys being positive, because I try to be positive, but like the times that I'm not, and you guys have seen me when I'm not, but like I don't like to project that for the most part. I like to try to, like, even around home, like I'm not gonna lie and say like I always hold it in, but I try to. So like whenever I'm being negative, I try not to let that part of me out, like around like David and Damon. Sometimes they get it. Sometimes you guys get it. but I try really hard not to, because like it's nobody's fault usually. You know, when you have a bad day, sometimes you just have a bad day, right? But and like if it's nobody's fault, why make your bad day their fault, or why make your bad day their problem, I guess. Like venting's one thing, but like actually projecting, I don't like doing that. So so I try really hard not to. I think everybody does to a point though. So, but I didn't want to do that today. I didn't want to do that to you guys. So I didn't. And there was just a lot. I mean, even if the store had been empty, I probably wouldn't have wanted to because of that, because I didn't want to project any negativity. But there was a lot of people. So like, even if I was upbeat and happy and super positive, and there were so many people, like everywhere. I would have been like constantly like filming and then moving the camera down, filming, moving the camera up. You guys would have been like seasick. So, or you guys would have had like some extreme close up on something, and then, you know, because I mean there was a lot of people. And Myers, the music was really, they're like on to me or something. They're like, oh, this chick likes to film here. I don't know, but they're like, their music is loud lately, like loud. So I haven't filmed in there in a little while. I should have filmed it, but we got a like every holiday, every Christmas, every Christmas, every Yule, I like to try to find some holly bushes, or they can just be cuttings, like, because I like to hang them by my front door, because I recognize not all of you guys are pagan. That's fine. Like if you don't even want to listen, just fast forward for like a second. But there is a tradition that if you hang holly at your front door, it invites the spirits of your loved ones in. Like it lets them know, or it invites them in. It makes their presence welcome. And ever since my grandma passed, I had learned that, and I have always wanted to have that, you know, over the years. And there used to be a nursery actually just down the main road in town, but like slightly out of town, that had them, like holly cuttings and holly bushes and everything else. And they don't have them anymore. So like ever since I started looking for them, I haven't been able to get them. And then last year, David tried to even post on his Facebook and ask any of his friends if they knew, and one of his friends had them, but she never ended up getting back to him or something, so I never got them. Myers had one little like houseplant size holly growth, so Damon bought that for me tonight. I legit, like, I think I'm just like extra emotional, but like I had like tears in my eyes and everything when he was like, here you go, I'm just gonna get it for you, because I was eyeballing it. But I've wanted it for so long. I hope I don't kill it. You guys know that I kill everything. I have like one plant left that I haven't killed, and like I thought I killed that, but it's hanging on. And then the reason why I have hope with that is from the bottom of that, there's like a little sapling of the plant that started, and it's growing really, really well, knock on wood. So I'm hoping that I'm like redeeming myself with that plant, but we'll see. I really hope I don't kill this one. Really, really, really hope. I also want to look up and see if, since I know like holly trees and holly bushes are outside in the winter, and I read that the holly plant needs a little bit of sun is what the website said that I looked at. But if they can be in colder weather, the little, it's not screened in, it's like glass and wall and everything, but the little porch area that that I'm always filming the countdown to Halloween in with you, that has a window ledge, and it would get quite a good amount of sun there, but it would be, there's no insulation, and the door opens up into the outside, and it's quite cold. But if a holly bush can be, if that holly plant can be in the cold weather, but inside, cold temperatures, I guess, but inside, I could put it there. And then that would be by my front door. And then I wouldn't have to take a cutting off of it at all. So maybe that would work. I'll have to look into that. Like, I just got it tonight. So I'll have to see. That would be awesome though. So I don't know. I'll have to look. But yeah, so we did shopping. We did Pokemoning. Damon went over his friends for a while. And I haven't really done anything else, I guess. That took up so much of my day. Oh, when Damon got home, that's what else. When I crocheted when we were like 3 weeks behind. Damon and I usually watch Good Mythical Morning. I think I've talked about that with you guys before. We were like 3 weeks behind once they started up their daily shows again. We started falling further behind because we weren't watching it every single day. And I kept telling him, I was like, I'm going to start watching this without you, dude, because I really miss Rhett and Link. So yesterday, he was like, let's just watch, like, let's binge, like, multiple episodes. So we did some of that last night. We did some of that today. And now we're only, like, a couple episodes away from being caught up. And hopefully we'll get that caught up tomorrow. So we did that tonight, and I got to crochet, and I'm going to do some more crocheting after I'm done recording this. And I think that's all I've done today, really. That's it. I did look last night and then this morning on the Sheepish Fiber Arts Facebook, which is linked below. And I said she had caught up a couple, I think, of the yarns from her advent calendar, which I have, the Stranger Things advent calendar. And she was starting to catch up putting them on. She is all the way up to number 4, which was Barb. She put Barb and Alexi up today, or yesterday, I suppose. Well, 2 days ago, I guess, as you guys are watching this. But, and for Barb's, that is, she put on there that she wanted to put the, like, to capture, like, the sweetness and the femininity, I think she put, of Barb. So that's why she chose those colors. She chose pink and vanilla, I think is what she said. So I was kind of close when I said it was just like a sweet feminine color. Yeah, so I imagine like tomorrow she will have, or today as you guys are watching it, she'll probably have Bob up there, which we saw yesterday. And let me just say, when I was showing you guys this yesterday, I had this thought in my head. I swear I did, but I didn't want to say it. Partly because it made me cringe, and I didn't want to make any of you guys cringe. And partly because it made me kind of sad, because I love Bob. But when I was pointing out that this was like pink and like a brown, like a rusty brown and orange, in my head, I was kind of like, oh, I hope that's not like Bob's death scene. And one or two of you guys at least said that. And let me tell you what, usually when I film these, after I find out what the yarn is, I go out of my yarn room, and if David's home, I show him. And if Damon's home, I show him. And David was not home last night, so actually I'll probably show him this one tonight. But when I showed Damon, he literally said that, and I go, oh, that's terrible. And I was like, I won't say that on camera. But you guys said it too. So I'm kind of anxious to see what she says about Bob, what Wendy says on her Facebook about Bob, and what inspired her. I don't know if I'm holding Bob's death in my hand. I feel bad laughing at that. We love Bob. So, but she's linked below, both her Etsy store and her. Again, I have no affiliation whatsoever. I just love and adore her for, I think this was her first advent calendar. I think I said that before, but I think this was. And I love and adore her for making it Stranger Things related, even if it wasn't her first. And I want to support her, and that's awesome. And she has released her idea for her next one, which is going to be Nutcracker, which theme-wise, that's not really my thing. So I'm probably going to look, I mean, let's be honest, if a different dyer has a Stranger Things related one for next year, I'm going to get that. Let's be honest. I'll just have to see what's around. If no theme really speaks to me and I still have the money, I really do like Wendy and I would definitely still support her. So, because her yarn is awesome and she's very sweet. So like the few interactions that I've had with her, she's very sweet. And I can at least say that like this is proof she does follow through, and like she's an Etsy seller that does follow through and send her products. So there was no problems with the transaction. So that's good. So I do suggest her, if Nutcracker sounds good to you, I would check that link to her shop in a month or two. I think she said it's going to be out. So I would check back there from time to time. So, but I don't want to wait anymore. Let's look at day 6. Okay. So it is in another one of these snowy mailbox scene bags. And here's day 6, and you guys can find out with me. Dart! Didn't I just say yesterday the Dart has to be in here? Dart, oh. Dart followed Bob. Okay. Okay, so let's talk about Dart real quick. Again, if you don't want spoilers, the picture is going to be up right now. Maybe fast forward to the end of the picture if you don't want to hear me talk about Dart or the characters from Stranger Things. I'll take it away when I'm done and about to reveal the yarn. But Dart is also a character from season 2. Dart is one of the creatures known as demodogs, dubbed so by Dustin. Technically, the demodogs were villains. They were controlled by the Mind Flayer, who's like the big bad of the season. They are kind of his pets, I guess. Like, I would call them that. The show never said they're his pets, but they're a hive mind is what the show said. So, like, whatever the Mind Flayer basically gave them the command to do and told them to do, that's what they all did. But Dart was discovered by Dustin on Halloween, actually. And he was just this cute little tadpole-looking thing. And Dustin did not know that he was what he was at the time. Or that he was going to grow into what he grew into. And as he got bigger, he ended up eating the family pet and escaping. And that's when Dustin and Steve went after him and realized that there were more of them, not just Dart. That's when they started putting 2 and 2 together, that this was really bad. And that's also when they realized that something was like calling them, because Dart and the other demodogs were about to make a meal out of Steve and Dustin, and actually Max and Lucas, because they had joined them at that point. And they literally just like raised their head up like and got called away and took off, which turns out they were getting called to where Hopper and Joyce were with Will and Mike and them at the lab. And Bob, that was when Bob met his demise. But not by the hands of Dart. Let me say again, But yeah, but Dart was the exception to the hive mind in a way, because when the kids and Steve went to try to distract the Demodogs from the command to go murder Hopper and the gang, they were setting up a diversion, and the Demodogs all ran right past them. They didn't even blink, basically, at one point. And Dart stopped, and he recognized Dustin, and he wasn't going to attack him. Like, you could tell he was like fighting it. It's like he was still being told to, so he was gonna, or whatever, but he was fighting it because he recognized him, and he knows Dustin was kind to him. And Dustin ended up feeding him like his favorite chocolate bar, which is Three Musketeers. And that's how he said goodbye to him, because they ended up getting out of there while he was eating and all. And then they never saw him again. And yeah, so that is Dart, the Demodog. So I can't wait to see what this looks like. I missed out on there was a different Etsy seller who had hand-dyed yarn that was called Good Morning Dart. And Polywog Dart, which is Little Dart, was like a green with like a pinkish, like a corally pinkish color and yellowy color, and like another dark green, I think, color too. And she had dyed this yarn, all these colors, with like the dominant color was the green. And I was like, oh, should I buy it? Oh, should I not buy it? Oh, should I buy it? Oh, should I not buy it? And I was finally going to buy it. And it was gone. And it hasn't came back. So like, I missed that. And I'm shooting myself constantly for it too. So maybe this will be similar. I doubt it, but maybe. Okay, you guys ready to see Dart? I will give you the first look. Okay, ready? All right. Ooh, I see green. Ooh, speckle. Ooh. Oh. That's gorgeous. It's got some of the colors that I just described. That is gorgeous. Oh, I love it. And like Dart definitely had some pink going on. Even older Dart, when he wasn't a polywog, because like when he got older, his face opened up like in that flower thing, like the Demogorgons did, and the inside was like a pinkish red color. So that I'm imagining that's where this came from. Beautiful. The only thing, let me see if it's in here anywhere. The only thing that I would have done is I would have put a spot of yellow in here, because Dart has the yellow on his butt to make him Dart. But it's still beautiful. It's still beautiful. And I'm just picky, so I still absolutely love this. This is gorgeous. So gorgeous. There's beautiful like speckling, because Dart's skin was like, this looks like skin. Like it, I can definitely see every bit of a Demodog in here. This is fantastic. I'm so, so happy with this. I love it so much. I mean, I don't think there's any other way to interpret this. This is like a literal interpretation of a Demodog. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I love Dart, and I love it. Dart's one of my favorite characters. I think I talked about that yesterday, but like I love everybody on this show, so pretty much everybody. So that's Dart. I love Dart. Okay, so yay. Now, if you like these colors, I don't know if it's just numbers 1 through 12 or if she's doing like the last 12 colors. I don't know which 12 they are, but she did a smaller set that's the 12 days of Christmas, and I think it's sock weight yarn. I think you'd have to check her Etsy shop, but as of yesterday, I believe she said there's 2 or 3 sets of those left. And I know she said the Billy color was in it. So it's either the first 12 that I'm showing you here, or it's a mix and match and Billy's in it. So if you like it and are interested in it, I'm just saying, she does have the 12 version. This is the 25 days, but she does have the 12 version, which is more reasonably priced, obviously. It's half of the yarn. So, but yeah, that is day 6, and I love it. I love it so much. Like, it's beautiful. Do you guys like it? I like it. I really like it. I've liked all of it so far. Like, oh, I had fully planned to have a project in mind, and every day that I read y'all's comments about I can't wait to see what you do with the yarn. I can't wait to see what I do with the yarn. I don't know. It has to be perfect though. Like, it has to be. Like, some of my favorite yarns are still here because I'm like, oh, I have to find just the right thing for it. I have to, you know. But this has to be perfect because, like, it is my Stranger Things yarn. I don't know. I should have been putting thought and searching for things way earlier is what I should have done. And I only started looking a little while before Vlogmas was the problem. Like, I might have started in Vlogtober time, but it wasn't enough time. I didn't find the perfect thing. But I promise when I find the perfect thing, I will let you know. Because I really want to do it justice. And I think I do want to see all 25 colors also though, because if there's like a color that speaks to me that I would want to use as like a border color and a sewing color, like in between all of them, I might want to do like a granny square or hexagon type blanket. I'm really leaning towards blanket. I love the thought of blanket. But I would want to join it with a Stranger Things yarn also, which means I would want to message Wendy and ask her if she would dye more of that color. And I don't know if she would or not, and I don't want to bother her and ask her if she would if I don't have a color in mind yet. So I think I want to see them all first and make a decision. Yeah. So, like, I'll tell you what, I wish, and I might message this lady. This is my other Stranger Things yarn that I have. And this is from an Etsy seller also, which is Miami Fiber Company. The colorway is called Welcome to Hawkins. And I absolutely love it. And when I was talking about that yarn, Good Morning Dart, I don't think it's the same seller, but it was on Etsy at the same time. And I had sprung for this one. And then when I got this one is when I was like, I'm going to get the Dart one too. I'm going to get it. And then that's when I realized it was gone. But I absolutely love this one. And she had 2 of these when I bought the one. And I only bought one because I think this may have been the first hand-dyed yarn I ever bought, if I remember correctly. Like, it's definitely the first one off of Etsy that I bought. But I have checked her shop a lot, and she has not brought it back. But I think I might reach out to her and ask her if she was ever going to consider dyeing more of it. Maybe with Stranger Things 4 coming out soon, she might. Maybe. And if she would, maybe I could use this color to join all of my Advent yarn. What do you guys think about that? Because, like, Welcome to Hawkins being the setting for Stranger Things, and then all of those are characters from Stranger Things. What do you think? I mean, this is on Superwash Merino yarn, and I still never I still never got into my Etsy messages to look, but I believe this is superwash merino yarn. However, this is a DK weight, and I want to say this is, well, this is not DK. This is a thinner weight. This is like a 2 weight. But I know this lady had other options, like other bases. So if she's willing to dye the yarn, maybe she's willing to put it on a weight more similar to this. It's a lot of what ifs. It's a lot of what ifs. But if you guys think this is a good idea, or like, frankly, as long as you don't think it's an awful idea, maybe I will message her and ask her, because I love this yarn and I really want more of it. I would like more in this weight too, honestly. So if she'll dye more. Like, you have a customer here who needs this yarn, lady. Please, please, please dye me more yarn. It's beautiful, right? I always keep it like right here too. Like right next to my... I have a sign up here that says welcome witches. That's where I always keep it. It's like just off camera. Anyway, it's like hanging out with Baby Yoda. But yeah, like that thought just hit me, but maybe I could do that. And then it's still keeping the Stranger Things theme going, unless there's like, if one of these is like, even if it's tonal, but if one of these is like a black, that would be kind of perfect. But we'll have to see. What are your thoughts on that? All right, I'm going to end this because this one is long. Like, this is longer than most of my Vlogmases so far. So I'm going to let you go and shut up. But I will definitely see you tomorrow. And we will have day 7. Oh, I'm so excited. Like, I'm positive that one of these is Hopper. And how could it not be? And I'm positive that there is a Steve and a Dustin hanging out in here. Like, let me hide this tag because I almost saw the character name. Okay. And I'm positive there's a Steve and a Dustin in here, which are like, those are my 3 favorites. So they have to be, right? So I'm like willing them to, like, Hopper, Steve, and Dustin. Hopper, Steve, and Dustin. All right. All right. I'm going to stop being like weird with my yarn, and I'll just see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, I love you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.